So today I'm going to share all about my home birth. And stay tuned because at the very end you'll get to meet the prize of the home birth van. So I was due on Halloween 2021. I did not give birth until November 6, 2021. So I was 40 weeks and 6 days when I gave birth naturally at my house. So I began laboring Friday night, November 5th. My contractions were very mild and happened all night long. My midwife came to my house to check on me and said, "You're definitely gonna have your baby soon." So she ended up staying the night Friday night. I eventually fell asleep long enough and the contractions just stopped. So finally my husband's like, "Just take the castor oil. You're already in labor. You're gonna have the baby." I take the castor oil, I lay down for a nap. I wake up around 1:30 to go to the bathroom and I get hit with a real contraction. Take my breath away contraction. It was so painful I couldn't even call out for help. So I stand up and it's just whoosh, my water definitely broke. After my water broke, they came fast and they came hard. No, sorry. In the beginning, I struggled to get my breathing under control. Even though I had practiced breathing a lot, the contractions didn't gradually get bad. I had none, and then I had them fast and hard. After about maybe an hour and a half, I found a breathing technique that worked, and I was able to manage them a little bit. The contractions came on stronger than I felt like I could handle. I was gripping for dear life onto anything. My sheets, a towel, my husband, anything I could get my hands on to get through that moment of pain. Shortly after I got into the pool and everything came on, I began feeling the urge to push. So once I had the urge to push, I just leaned into that because pushing felt very good. It felt amazing. It felt like a relief from the pain. I wanted to get out of the pool and labor on my hands and knees. That felt the most comfortable at that point. So being on my hands and knees, I felt the most in control of my body. It felt like the best, but I had been laboring on my knees at this point for hours, so my feet were literally turning purple. When I had to lay on my side, that's when I started to get discouraged. My mind just went south and I just felt like I couldn't do this anymore, and he's not coming. What's taking so long? I had no concept of time, so it just felt like I had been laboring for hours. I started crying. I was just losing hope in myself. So now at 5:45, I move positions again. My midwife suggests that I get on the bed so that she can be a little bit more hands-on. By the time I got on the bed, I had been literally pushing for 3.5 hours. I was exhausted. For the next hour, I pushed with everything I had left inside of me. The idea of bearing down did not come natural at all. I felt everything just so strongly and intensely for that last hour. It was more than I thought I could ever handle in my entire life. Then my ring of fire moment came. My ring of fire moment lasted well over 4 to 5 contractions. Finally, at 6:35 p.m., Van was born. An overwhelming feeling of relief and gratitude just washed over me. I was shedding tears because of what I had just experienced. It was done. I was done. I finally got this baby out. After that, they latched my son. I couldn't even hold him up. My arms were so sore from pulling my legs back. My body was raw and exhausted, and the only moments of joy I truly felt was looking over at my husband, doing skin to skin with our baby. That was just enough. That made it worth it right there for me. That was my experience. My body had went through hell and back to get to this moment right here. My home birth was absolutely everything that I had wanted, but nothing like I expected it to be. Did everything I could to prepare for this home birth. Literally nothing can prepare you for those moments in labor. I wanted to share this birth story because it's unconventional. However, the hardest part of having a home birth, besides the actual birth, is 9 to 10 months of navigating through everybody else's opinions and experiences and trying not to allow others to project their fears onto your labor. That was easily the hardest part. I experienced a long time pushing. In a hospital, this would put me high risk for a C-section. I had postpartum hemorrhaging, tearing and needing medical attention. I still had a safe and successful delivery. Being in my home without restrictions, surrounded by my family, like just having that comfort was exactly what I needed to transition myself and my husband into parenthood and to transition Van into this new and crazy world. Dan Michael Moseder was born November 6, 2021 at 6:35 p.m. He was 8 pounds, 12 ounces, 21 and a half inches long, and his head was 14 and a half inches around. I will 100% have another baby at home. If you had a home birth, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. If you didn't, tell me something that you would have changed about your labor and delivery knowing what you know now. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with a new mom who might be considering a home birth.
And I'm the dad.